Guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sandra Igereje. I'm a mommy YouTuber, lifestyle vlogger, bringing you this video from Accra, Ghana. If you're seeing this beautiful face for the very first time, thank you for clicking in. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you for also clicking in. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I increase my breast milk supply to build my breast milk starch. I have a newborn which is over 2 months old, although she's no longer a newborn. But the breastfeeding journey so far for me has been easy. I'll say because I did a lot of research while I was pregnant in preparation for my breastfeeding journey. With my first daughter, I did use formula. My second baby, I did use formula. But for my third baby, I decided I wanted to do exclusive. So while I was still pregnant, I had to do a lot of research, do a lot of reading on how to go about building a breast milk starch and making my breast milk journey easy. But to be very on the honest side, not everybody's body work as my body works. So whatever tips I'm going to be giving, it varies from person to person. But I believe if you do some of them, they will help to increase your supply, especially if you're battling with low milk supply. If you're a new mom and you're battling with low milk supply or struggling to feed your baby properly, to be properly full, please don't crack your head too much. You're doing your best as a mother. Even if you're giving formula and you still want to increase your breast milk supply, you're doing your best. Motherhood as a journey itself is not an easy one. So please don't be too hard on yourself. Really, there was no particular reason why I decided to do exclusive. Maybe some people will say because the doctor said it's best. Yes, I know it's best, but for me, for coming from my end, there was no particular reason why I decided to do exclusive. Yes, it's best for the baby. I did breastfeed with my first and second, though I added formula, but this one I did it because I just wanted to know what it feels like to do exclusive, to breastfeed your baby exclusively. So it's not like there was any particular health reason or anything that made me decide to do exclusive. I just wanted to have a feel of it, what it feels like to breastfeed your baby exclusively. So really, I will take it back to when my breastfeeding journey started. I gave birth to my daughter August 19th, and I think it took about 3 to 4 days for my supply to start. Though I also did other things to kickstart my supply while I was waiting for it to start flowing. I also did other things to help it come out fast, because for me it takes up to almost a week for my supply to kickstart. So but for this my last baby, it was rather fast. I think about 3 days and my supply started flowing. And for the first supply I pumped, I think I got 100 ml or 90 ml thereabouts, I'm not so sure, but I think between 90 and 100 ml. And I was so excited for my first flow. I got that much because my baby was on formula for the first 3 days before my milk started flowing. So I'm going to dive into what I do properly. Now, it all starts from what you eat, rest, peace of mind, and knowing that you're feeding somebody that you love so much. You see, when you're not mentally stable, it also affects your breast milk production, to be very honest. When you are stressed, you will have a dip. When you are having hormonal issue, you will have a dip. When you're not eating properly, you will also have a dip. So for me, I prioritize these things to make sure I have a steady flow. That notwithstanding, I do experience dip most times, sometimes rather, but more often my flow is very consistent. And I'm going to be listing out the things I eat to help and I take to help my flow to be consistent. So I'm going to be listing out the things I eat that has helped also boost my milk supply. Please, if you see me looking down, it's because I wrote them out, because I don't want to leave out any information for you guys. So I wrote them out so that I'll be able to dish out all information properly. So first on my list, I have oats. Oats is one food that help you in producing breast milk. Sorry guys. It helps you in producing lots of milk. It helps your milk flow to be very, very, very on the high side, if there's anything like that. Another thing that works for me, I don't know for anybody else, but it works for me 95% of the time, is palm wine. Palm wine, I take it especially when I experience I'm having a dip. Let me explain what a dip is. A dip is maybe for my morning session, which is the best time I get my milk, I normally pump 300 ml at a stretch, and that is in like 5 to 7 minutes. So when I start pumping 100 ml or 200 ml or 150 ml from both breasts in a longer span of pumping, then I know I'm experiencing a dip. And so I just head to my fridge, take palm wine. I take 1 glass in the morning, I take 1 glass at noon, and I take 1 glass before I go to bed. And bet you guys, I'll be so engorged that my breast will be leaking. Another thing is taking in lots of water. You have to take in lots of water. I don't want this video to be too long, so you can, if there's anything you want to know more that I just mentioned, you can drop a comment, leave your comment, and I'll explain better maybe how exactly I take them. But for now, I'm just going to mention them so we don't make this video too long. The next thing is fruits and vegetables. Fennel seed. Fennel seed is one thing that helps you lactate a lot. Then I also take in lactation tea, but I'm not religious with it because it doesn't really give me so much effect, but I take it though. Then I also take my normal beverage like your Milo, your all those kind of thing with milk. I take it regularly. Most times I take it morning, afternoon, evening. Even if I take it cold, I don't mind. That means if you have been certified, you can take cold things after your baby is born. Then another thing is pap. So these are the things I eat consciously to keep my supply stable. Like I do them consciously with the mind that I am breastfeeding and I want my supply to keep at a particular point. Another thing I do is I keep a pumping routine. So I have a pumping schedule. Maybe I'll film another video on my pumping schedule, how it works, but I keep a pumping schedule. Have it in mind that you best produce a good amount of milk between the time of 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. There's a hormone in your body that causes you to produce more milk at that time of the day. That's why I said I'll do a video on my pumping schedule, so I'll impute all these things in. But for now, I'm just giving you the tips on how you can help your milk. So I maintain a pumping schedule. It depends if you are breastfeeding and at the same time pumping, or if you are exclusively pumping. I'll do a video so that it can also help those who are exclusively pumping. So but for me, I breastfeed and I pump. So what I do is I breastfeed on demand when my baby is crying or when my baby shows signs she needs milk, and then I follow my pumping schedule. So for my pumping schedule, I pump every 2.5 hours or at most every 3 hours. That way you are placing on a demand on your breast. You know, the breast and the brain, they work together. So your breast is giving a signal to your brain that I need to be refilled. That is when you when you remove milk every 2 hours or every 3 hours. There's a signal to your brain that this place is empty and I need milk. So, but when you don't remove milk often, your brain assumes you are full and you don't need a refill. So you just stay with the milk that is there, and so by the time you pump, you might not be getting so much. But when you place a demand on your breast, I bet you your flow will be very, very constant. And apart from nursing the baby, as in feeding the baby to be full, another thing you can use breast milk for is for breast milk bath. Like when you notice some irritations on your child's skin, breast milk bath is one thing that can really, really, really help you. So I want you to stay with me on this channel because I'm going to bring videos like that, how I do my baby breast milk bath. Since she came for over 2 months, I've never noticed any eczema, rashes, or anything that is not supposed to be on her skin. The breast milk bath helps her skin to maintain a certain glow on her skin. So I think those are the things that I do to help boost my breast milk supply. So far, I have like 4 drawers in my fridge, and 2 is filled to the brim for breast milk that I've stashed up. I mean, full to the brim. I don't even have space, and that is stacking up for just a month. I do to help my breast milk supply. Like I said at the beginning of this video, mommies, if you are struggling with getting good supply for your baby, please don't beat yourself up. You are still doing a good job. There are so many ways we come in for these children as parents, so don't fall into depression or anything because you're not getting enough supply. I believe this video, with little tips I've put here, you can try one or two. If it works with your body to boost your supply, come your way again, please don't forget to help me smash that subscribe button. Click the bell notification icon so that whenever I post a video, you get a notification. Please like this video, comment, share to your loved ones. Until I see you guys again, it's bye.